Hi, writers. So, something I want you to think about is when you're running a race, you start strong, you do a great job in the middle, and then you just stop, right? Oh, no, you still have to make it to the finish line. And when you're having a conversation with someone, you might start with a greeting, hi, hello, talk about sports or whatever it is you're talking about that day, and then you just walk away mid sentence, right? Nope. Oh, you usually say goodbye, right? So, in different parts of our day and our lives, we kind of see that natural beginning, middle, and end, introduction, body, and conclusion that we think about when writing essays. Happens naturally in a lot of parts of our life. And one thing we want to remember as writers is not to just stop our writing, but to make sure we have a really strong conclusion. So today in Ben 2, session 13, we are working on how writers provide closure with a conclusion. So this is what you need to know. Writers often restate their claim in the conclusion, and sometimes they might also offer some extra thinking, such as why they like the book, why the story is important, or a lesson the reader learns. So far when we worked on our conclusions, we've really focused just on that restating our big, bold idea. But today we're going to take a bit further and try to get that extra thinking in. So let's take a look at these mentor texts, because again, that's what great writers do. They study mentor texts together. In conclusion, Ray learns that being thoughtful has benefits. His thoughtfulness makes his grandpa happy. There's even a fun twist at the end. Ray's thoughtfulness makes him famous. His high tops get displayed in the library. Ray learns that it's important to be thoughtful. Indian Shoes is an important story to read because it teaches people who mostly think about themselves to also think about other people. As you can see, Ray learns how to be thoughtful. He starts out thinking about himself, but he learns to be considerate of others by the end. You can learn to be thoughtful by reading this book. So, whoops. Why they like this book, why the story is important, or a lesson the reader learns. So, why they like this book. There's a fun twist. Is an important story to read, why it's important, and then it tells you a lesson you can learn by reading this book. All of them also restate the big, bold idea about learning to be thoughtful, and they remind me of who the main character is, and this one even reminds me what book we were talking about. So all really good things to try in your own conclusions. So your job today, I can draft or revise conclusions for my flash drafts. I know I'm successful when I revisit my last 2 flash drafts, I add a conclusion if I don't have one, or I make my conclusion stronger using the exemplars or those mentor texts we looked at. So in your writer's notebook today, under session 13, you will see that we've got this chart here to help you remember again. A good literary essay conclusion includes a restated claim, one other piece of information. So it might have your lesson learned, an importance, an opinion, why you liked it, and there's still about 2 to 3 sentences. Another thing to remember today while you are working is those sentence starters. Let readers know it's your conclusion. You can tell them, right, by saying, in conclusion. As you can see, it is clear that. And you will find these ones right here in your writer's notebook to help you as well. You can turn back in your writer's notebooks and edit and revise right where your conclusion is, or if you decide you now need more space, I gave you 2 pages since you are looking at 2 drafts of where you can put your amazing conclusions. And then when we get together today to share, I want to hear some of these amazing conclusions. Make sure you're restating your claim, you're adding a little extra, and that we're somewhere between 1 to 3 sentences as its own nice paragraph. All right, writers, off you go. I can't wait to see these.